that like Microsoft is like the Microsoft SaaS Stories is one of many such shows, and I
Mhm.
see like increasingly Microsoft using this talk show strategy along with like other marketing. Of course, Microsoft does all types of marketing, of course.
Mhm.
So tell me more about like what do they see about this talk show? Yes, authentic content. Is there anything else about this that they see is valuable?
Well, I will say that Microsoft as a whole has been really starting to cater to the ISV audience. You know, obviously the
Mm,
company has a history of being very enterprise focused, and I've been the biggest champion of ISVs for the past decade. And I will just say that over the past couple of years, I've gotten more and more excited because more and more teams within the company understand the value of the ecosystem. Right?
mm,
It's not about selling your software to one company. Like that's a one and done, and that's important. Like that, everybody needs to do that. But where the real value comes in is having these strategic partnerships with other companies that really know what they're doing. And if we can support them, we can support all of those customers. Like the way I always think about it is that we work with one ISV, and that one ISV could have 5,000 customers, and those
mm,
might be businesses, and each of
mm.
those has 5,000 customers.
Right,
Right.
right,
So like it's just the reach and empowering, and ISVs tend to be really sophisticated too, because
right.
they do have to build a complex application that customers are going to use. They're going to figure out how to break it. We know how that works.
Right.
So they tend to be really sophisticated. Um, so you know, whenever we compare to other marketing channels, I don't know, I just think it's a really useful format that people
Right.
are engaged in,
Right.
and they I think we a lot of it, I think we've been talking like a lot about video, and that's something where you can sort of keep it
Right.
running. But I also think it's really important to make sure it's huge to cater to the audio audience as well. Like, I
Mm,
think probably 90% of the people listening, they're probably watching on video right now, but they probably, while they're out walking the dogs, while they're mowing
right.
the lawn, while they're at the gym, a lot of them are probably listening to podcasts. So I think it's important to have, those available as well. And that is a channel where like other marketing tools are just they're not going to reach. I mean, you're not going to listen to, I don't know, really any other marketing tool at that point. You're going to listen to content that's engaging, and
Right.
you're going to, that's where you're going to get your information.
I love it. So
Mhm.
it's the strategic thing about like relationship with ISVs and how this is like clearly catering to them. Already made the sell,
Mhm.
but this unique way to tap into like video content as well as like audio, like podcast as a
Mhm.
channel seems like it kind of hit the right metrics for like the marketing team to take think into
Yeah.
this.
And to be clear, I know virtually nothing about marketing, so take everything I say on that side with a grain of salt. Like I don't understand how they think. I know that there's this common saying about, you know, I've heard this, not within Microsoft, but just as a general statement from like marketing executives. They always say like only half of my budget is effective, and I just don't know which half. Um, so like that's about the extent that I know of marketing. But I do know that if you can have these honest conversations and get this audience that is interested in what people have to say, again, you might call it marketing. I don't think of it as marketing, but it is effective.
Right. I like it. I mean, I like your honest approach
Mhm.
with like an unadulterated view of like the business world and like you're like saying it as
Mhm.
is, which is great.
Yeah.
But